Luke and Lewis on the Fox. Luke, on my way home from the radio show last night, I almost committed a big crime.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I know. I got into a taxi
I would say you're quite a law-abiding citizen,
most of the time.
as most people are.
Yeah, exactly. And so what happened was, I get a taxi home because I don't drive because I'm a loser. So I
Is
got
that
in the
the crime?
taxi. Yeah,
It
that's
is a crime. You're 24 years old, don't have your driver's license. Yeah, I'd book you for that.
lock me away. So what happened was because it was so late, it was like 1 in the morning by the time I got out of the car. So he drove me to my house, and then because I'm so used to using Uber, I was like, oh, trip's done, we're done. So I just got out of the car.
Yeah.
And then I went to go and shut the door, and then the taxi driver jumped out of the car and was like, "Don't!" Like he thought I was doing a runner,
Yeah.
and he was really angry, and I got really
Were you
scared.
running?
No, I was just.
Because that would have been suspicious.
I
All right,
know.
man, see you later.
Well, that's
Get on
how
the
I
jog.
normally end all Uber trips, is just by bolting.
Yeah, see how quickly you can close the door and leave.
Yeah, but so he came out really angry because I guess maybe that's happened to him before, and then I was like, oh no, wait, I can pay for it, but I feel like he thought he was like, yeah, that's right, like he was acting like he caught me, when really there was no crime. I'm just unintelligent.
Oh, well, he did catch you, though, but he thought,
He thought I was doing it on purpose, but I wasn't.
yeah.
It was a bit of an accidental crime.
So you're almost committed a crime.
Yes.
I actually have. So it was almost accidental thievery.
Mm.
I've actually thieved something before.
Oh, really?
So it was completely accidental. I was going, I think must have been Cotton On or something like that. Obviously, it's the only place I shop.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. If it was Cotton On or Target, it was one of the two.
Or JJ's. Sometimes I like to throw a spanner in the works and I really branch out. Yeah, so it was Cotton On or something. I was buying one of those cotton. Remember that grey bag I used to have? That cotton grey bag?
Yeah.
I originally bought it, I think it was like $30 or something.
Yeah.
And grabbed it straight off the shelf, took it to the counter, scanned it through, got home, opened up the bag. Guess what's inside? Another bag.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
Like
I
the
didn't
same,
check what was
the
in
same bag?
exactly the same bag. So I got two bags for the price of one. Accidentally stole the second bag.
So did you just walk around with a backpack
My mum
and
was
a
like,
front
"You
pack?
should." My mum was like, "You should return it." And I was like, "I'm not going back. Like, it's like a 30. Like this would cost like 5 cents to make."
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
not
either way, they still would have
returning
made
it.
a profit on both of those. Probably
Yeah.
cost them $5.
But yeah, accidental thievery. So we wanted to ask you guys, 131060, have you accidentally committed a crime, in particular accidental theft?
Yeah, we'd love to hear it. So 131060, give us a call. Accidental crimes, we want to talk about it.
We're talking accidental crimes, because you last night almost accidentally committed a crime. You didn't actually though.
Yeah, luckily I was stopped. I almost did a runner from a taxi because I was so used to Uber where you just get out and walk away that I didn't even think about paying.
Yeah.
So the taxi driver thought I was stealing when it was just kind of an accident.
And I've almost accidentally stolen. Oh, I did one time. I accidentally stole a backpack. I got home from buying a new backpack, and there was another backpack in the backpack. It was like a babushka backpack.
Yeah, so we want to talk to accidental criminals. Chelsea, welcome to the show. What have you accidentally stolen?
Hi. So when I was about 10 years old, I went to the shop with my friend and her mum, and it was Easter. So I was like, oh, I'm going to have Easter bunny with some pocket money.
Yeah.
And I've gone to grab my wallet out of my bag and put the Easter bunny inside my bag, but I wasn't even thinking what I was doing. And then when I went to pay, I was like, oh, I can't find it. So I just assumed that my friend's mum had paid for it for me. And we got to the car, and I was like, hey, Claire, thanks so much for buying my Easter bunny. And she's like, what are you talking about?
You just
So I
walked
go to
out with
put
it.
Yeah, I go to put my wallet away, and I find it inside my bag. I was so embarrassed, but I took it anyway.
So you could have walked back and returned it, but you just were like, nah, that's 10 steps.
But that would have been even more embarrassing.
Yeah, because then you have to go admit. No, I don't think it's that bad. Going, hey, I forgot to pay for this. It's not that embarrassing, Chelsea.
It's
but
just good Easter spirit,
I
really.
was only 10 years old, though. I was pretty young.
I would have taken. I'm not saying I would have done it. I'm just saying like you could have done it. But yeah, no, walk away. If that
I could have.
chocolate's gone through the checkout undetected, that's free chocky.
Yeah, there you go. That's you
that's
found your
right.
Easter egg. Thanks for
Should we
calling.
be congratulating people?
I don't think so. We just be maybe just
Congratulations, Chelsea.
try and be a bit more careful next time. Bron, welcome to the show. What have you accidentally stolen?
Like 2 bags of the 10-kilo dog food from the supermarket.
How have you stolen 20 kilos of dog food?
Yeah, accidentally walk out with that.
Because they're like the large, heavy items, you don't have to put them up on the conveyor belt when you do the groceries.
Right.
And then I put them in, I just left them in the trolley, and I mentioned it to the guy that was at the checkout.
Yeah.
And the whole time he was doing the rest, like I was doing the weekly shop, so I had like hundreds of items. And the whole time he was scanning the rest of the other items, he was talking to me about how big my dogs must be because I've got a lot of dog food that I'm buying.
Oh, so it's not like he forgot about the dog food. He was talking about dogs with you.
So your chat was so good that you distracted him from paying for the dog food.
Yeah, and then when I got home from the supermarket, I was just like, oh, that grocery shop was really cheap. Like, I know the dog food was on special, but like, it was really
no, it was free.
Gee, that's good chat, isn't it?
Yeah, when I looked at the receipt, I was like, oh, I didn't get charged for
Again,
it.
I know it's immoral, but congratulations, Lucy.
You shouldn't do it, but well done.
Yeah, that was great.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We've just had someone come through while we were talking. Lucy, welcome to the show. What have you accidentally stolen?
No, we just chatted.
I accidentally stole a pair of sneakers, mate. I'm a nurse, and I was trying on some Nikes a few weeks ago, and a bloke outside the shop collapsed and had a heart attack.
Right.
But naturally, I
So you just stole his shoes?
I full on went to the hospital with him and everything, and then realised that I still had the sneakers on.
Why were you wearing his shoes?
Not his shoes. I was trying on sneakers in the athlete's foot.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought someone had a heart attack and then you just stole their shoes, and I was like, I don't think that's an accident. That's just malicious.
No, I was trying on shoes just like shopping normally.
Right.
And this bloke out the front of the shop collapsed. And naturally, I went to help because
you're a hero, but also a thief.
No, I work
like an
inside
anti-hero.
so I'm used to it.
Yeah.
And I went with him down to the ambulance, and it was all hyped up, and I didn't realise until I got home from the hospital with him, like, because I took him there.
Yeah.
In the Ambos, and when I got home, I realised I still had their sneakers on. Well, I took them back and got my shoes back.
Oh, you took him back as well. You're just like the best Samaritan ever. You've saved someone's life, accidentally stolen shoes, and then returned them.
No, I went back to the shop because like my shoes were still there, and they knew who I was and everything.
So you wanted your old shoes.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Well, good on you, Lucy. Thanks for calling. Look,
that's all right.
All this chat of like accidental thievery has got me. I've just remembered I actually have been like a really big accidental thief. I remember a friend from New Zealand came over to Australia, and we thought we'd go out to dinner to just hang out. So it was me, my girlfriend, him, and two of his friends. So like 6 people. We went out to, I think it was a San Churro, out where his family lives, so nowhere near where we live.
Fine dining.
Yeah, so we had everything, man. We had like the churros, the hot chocolates, everything. We had heaps of food when we were having such a good time catching up. I hadn't seen him for years, and then we finished up the meal and we walked away and we went all the way home, and then 20 minutes into the drive, my girlfriend was like, "Hang on, did we pay for that?" $300 meal, man. Easy.
You love a runner, don't you?
I know. It was just an accidental runner. And then we were like, oh, well, we could turn around and go 20 minutes back. But really, it's the staff's fault for not stopping us.
Lightning doesn't strike twice. Last night was not accidental, was it? You're doing this. You just...
I did it on purpose. I'm just doing runners. We've been talking since yesterday about Drake's massive album that he just put out. He put out an album with 25 tracks, and I mean, we've just played 5 tracks since our show started. I think you guys are probably a bit sick of tracks.
I mean, there's an influx of tracks right now in the music industry, and you've probably been listening to the radio all night going, yeah, this is great, but so many tracks. Hey, don't worry, we'll get the solution after this. In saying that, though, here's another track. So, or is it ads?
We're going to ads.
Hey guys, what a blessing in disguise. No tracks currently.
After the ads, there's a track.
Sorry about that, but you will have a small break from tracks, which is ads, so awesome, but then it's going to taper off into a track.
In saying that, though, listen to the ads definitely and hear that track just so you can really get on board with how sick of tracks we are after the break.
That was Amy Shark just telling you hi. Unfortunately, it was a track, though, which we are a little bit sick of tracks at the moment.
We're very pro-Shark, very anti-track.
Yeah, which is a hard balance to find. I talk to Amy, but I don't know about her tracks.
I'm feeling pretty indifferent right now, I'm going to say. Very pro-Amy, but man, stop dropping so many good tracks.
Yeah, and we're off tracks because Drake just released an album with 25 tracks in it, which is just way too many tracks, and we're just really trying to offset the amount of tracks that are coming out recently by releasing our own album that just has no tracks on it, just a no-track album.
So we've been kind of getting that in motion this week, and it's come to our attention that we thought Drake had a lot of tracks in his album. Turns out, last year, Chris Brown dropped a 45-track album.
45 tracks. I mean, that'd go for at least 3 hours, wouldn't it?
I can't even think about that. I just can't get over how many tracks that would be.
I know, yeah. I think it's
And-
exactly 45,
I can't get over-
judging by what you just
But
said.
again, still can't fathom that.
Yeah,
That's the thing. You can tell me as many times as you want.
think it's 45.
Imagine sitting in a chair and listening to all 45 of those tracks.
Can't fathom it.
Sorry, you're not seeing me in that chair anymore. It's too many. Mike actually told me before the show that there is a Welsh band. What's their name, Mike?
Quiet Marauder.
111 tracks on an
111
album. They
on one
released a
album.
monster album, 111.
Were they
4
all?
CDs.
Were they all
That's
really
over
quiet?
4 times Drake.
Were they all really quiet?
What do you mean?
Or they just called Quiet Marauder as the band name? Or did they live up to that?
Nah. They sound like a metal. Don't laugh at that, Mike. You're very lucky you're not getting joke alarm right now. And let that be
No,
a
don't
warning.
joke alarm me, mate. Don't.
Now, today we sat down to record a track. And I know what
Yes.
you're thinking. But guys, you're so anti-track. We hear ya. Don't worry. But here's the thing. We want to drop a no-track album, Lewis.
You
And
can't release an album if you're not a musician, and you
Yeah.
can't be a musician if you can't write a track. So, and really, when you think about it, every album has tracks that don't make it to the album.
Yes.
Who's to say that a no-track album wouldn't have songs that just aren't good enough to make it
Yeah.
to the album?
So today we sat down to write a song that we didn't never plan to release, but we still wanted to go through that same creative process that other artists go through. So this is how our writing session went earlier today.
We'd been writing for a while, but suddenly Luke had a lyrical breakthrough. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
And then.
Yeah. We really hit our stride with yeah, and continued this for the next couple of minutes. 1, 2, and a 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
And suddenly, an even bigger breakthrough when this happened.
Yeah. Change a chord. Yeah. Just when you thought we were done with breakthroughs, we had another breakthrough. The chorus. No. Just kidding. Yeah.
So really, it was going really well. It was all improvised. What you were hearing there was Luke with the guitar making up lyrics
Yeah.
while I bashed on 2 different drums. I think one was a sitting cube drum
One of those
and then a
sit-down
djembe.
drums. Yeah,
Yeah.
type of bongo. I was on guitar, and that kind of came about that, yeah, I know what you're thinking. Wow, how did you come up with that? Well, I'll tell you how. It was just vibing it. I
We
started
just
playing
vibed it.
2 chords. It's only a 2-chord song.
Yeah.
So we thought,
2 chords, 2 words.
yeah, we thought immediately that song's perfect.
Yeah.
Let's go straight downstairs to the audio engineer, Mitch, who has his own sound studio there. He's a professional audio engineer, and we immediately started laying down the track in the recording studio. We hit the studio with our audio engineer, Mitch, and I kicked it off by laying down my guitar track. Yeah, is that good? I mean, you couldn't even tell that I was making it up the entire time.
Sweet tunes, Luke. Only took 15 minutes, but now it was time for me to lay down my drum. I've got a cube drum solo that I'm really passionate about.
Yeah, well, let's record that now.
Yeah,
Right.
cool.
Watch out, he's good.
Guys, if I cry at any moment playing this drum, just let me go. I'm all right. I'll just be remembering like emotional moments in my life and transferring that feeling into the cube.
We were 25 minutes in and cruising. It was time for me to lay down some vocals. Yeah.
It had now been 40 minutes, way too long for a studio session, but our song needed a rap verse, so I spat some bars off the dome.
We didn't actually allow enough time for a rap verse, but maybe we could throw in a beat.
No, I'll just do something real quick.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, great.
I'll just vibe it. Yeah, possibly. Yeah, indeed, maybe.
Man, that was great.
I just vibed it.
I could tell. You sure you didn't write that down? We thought the song was almost done, but something was missing.
I like that, but can we just get you yelling DJ Mitch?
I can just do it now.
Yeah. After taking up an hour and 10 minutes of Mitch's time, the song was finally finished. See, now What we had to do there was really studio sessions only go for about 5 or 10 minutes. That one went for over an hour, and we got the poor guy to yell DJ Mitch into the
Yeah,
microphone. Not
most-
really part of his job.
Most artists, when they're laying down tracks, I imagine, would come in, know what they're doing, very clean process. But we really take pride in our art, and we were in there for about 70 minutes with Mitch, mastering this song, getting all the tracks down. When I say all the layers, it was just a guitar and a drum.
But it needed to be perfect. I mean,
Yeah.
this track could have been on the album, so we had to give it every
it's a
chance
hit.
that it could go on.
Yeah, and probably not going to be released because we're not releasing any tracks.
Well,
But
it's no track album.
you're probably thinking, great guys, so you wasted this guy's time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
great.
So
Well
there
done.
was
Good job,
only
everyone.
there was only one more thing that we had to do to finish the recording session. We
Mm.
had to ask Mitch something.
I think that's done.
Yeah, anything else you want to chuck in?
No, man, I reckon export that.
Cool.
Is that the file?
What do you mean?
Just the what you exported. Is that the file? Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you just delete that?
Why is that?
Oh, well, we're
Because-
releasing an album that has no tracks
No
on
tracks.
it. And a lot of
So-
time, you record a whole song, but it's just not good enough for the album. And this song was good, but
But-
probably not for the album, we think.
Yeah,
so
you
maybe
just-
just delete it.
Alright,
Cool. Thanks, mate.
see you guys.
Bye. That was a great session.
That was amazing.
I don't think we wasted his time at all.
No way. I mean,
No.
he loved
He's
it.
probably done heaps of no-track albums.
So, guys, Mitch, first of all, you're welcome for the experience with creating a song. Sorry that it
Yeah.
wasn't good enough to actually use, not good enough for the album, but it's the experiences along the way that really matter.
Yeah, and
And,
I know we did ask him. Well, here's the thing: we asked him to delete the track.
Hmm.
He actually ended up recovering the file and sending us the track that we recorded.
Which initially I was disappointed about, but then I was
Yeah.
like, well, if it's not going to come out on the album, I guess we could play a couple of snippets on the show.
I was going to say, it'd be stupid for us to play the whole track next, but coming up, we will give you guys a bit of a teaser of what's coming up and what will not be on our album. So,
Yeah, so after this, you're going to hear a little bit of the finished product. We're talking about our no-track album. We're really trying to counteract Drake's 25-track album by releasing one that just has no tracks.
yes. And before the break, we wrote a song. We went through the writing process we actually wrote a track for it to be not on the album.
Well, no, we tried to write a song that was good enough for the album, but I feel like the album is just so good that no track's really going to live up to
And
the hype.
and that's not even like saying the track's bad. This track is a banger track that we recorded.
Oh, yeah, it's great,
and-
but really it's not good enough for the album. I
Well,
think.
we're yet to see. We're going to give people a bit of a teaser yet. So right now of the track, obviously we're not going to release the whole thing because the release week is next week on the
Yeah.
album. Already spoke too soon. Wasn't even supposed to say that. But yeah, we're probably going to release it next week. It's
Just leak
quite
the
a
details.
when you don't have to do any tracks. It's actually quite a high turnover.
Jeez,
You know,
everyone's
some-
probably calling JB Hi-Fi trying to pre-order an album that has
Yeah, I
no
know.
tracks on it. It's
But
like, good luck, guys.
some bands will take like 3 years to write and record an album. That's
Easy.
stupid.
Yeah.
Too many tracks if you're taking that long. So this is kind of a bit of a teaser. The track is called Yeah. And
Yeah.
I would say what the track is predominantly about is when sometimes you might be browsing in a cafe or something and you're
Yeah.
like,
Mm,
and then you decide on a positive thing, you go, yeah.
yeah.
And that's mainly what the track's about. And it also...
It's all improvised as well. We kind of made this up on the spot.
But then there's also themes of self-doubt because there's one point in the song
Yeah.
where I go,
quite a deep track.
No.
yeah.
And then I go, just kidding. Yeah. And it's actually quite a positive verse.
Yeah, because you're like, oh, maybe I won't get that lasagna. I had it yesterday, but then you're like, but I really like
Yeah.
that
And you did that
lasagna." So,
yesterday.
yeah,
and I think
did.
that's what I really
pulled
drew from.
inspiration from
Yeah.
that moment.
So there's a spoken word introduction to the start of the track. This is how the track begins. I hope you guys like it. Sometimes you're thinking, and sometimes you're thinking, yeah. Well, this is a little ditty about that. DJ Mitch! Yeah.
And you can hear the out of time drumming by me, and
Yeah.
some might complain about that, but it's more of an acquired
Very
taste.
much
It
intentional.
was definitely an intentional
Yeah.
choice. I mean, my headphones weren't working, but that was not really had anything
I had
to do
nothing
with
to
it.
do with your headphones. It had everything to do with your percussive talent.
Yeah, I'm
but,
lying. The
or
headphones are
lack
working
of.
perfect. My talent wasn't.
Yes. Now, the next grab is what you can expect to hear in the chorus of the song. It's you might think it's repetitive, but that's what create hits. So this is the chorus. Yeah.
More
Sing it
excellent
with
drumming.
me. Yeah. Yeah. Just kidding. Yeah. So that's kind of the surprises you can expect in the chorus. And I would say one of my favorite parts of the song is from you, Lewis. You actually took over creatively in the studio about 45 minutes into the session.
Well,
And
it was all about vibes, and
Yeah.
I just hit this moment hit me. All the vibes just entered my body, and I was like, you know what this needs is like a really sick rap verse, but one that's also just not written, just off the top. So I put on some headphones, I listened to my horrendous drumming, and I just kind of just vibed and said whatever came into my mind first, and this was it.
Yeah, rap verse. Yeah, possibly. Yeah, indeed. Maybe. No. Yes. Actually, yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yes. No. Maybe. Wait. No. Yes. All right. Yeah. No. Yes. Yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah.
how does he do it?
I man,
That was off the dome.
I just got into a zone. I don't even know what I was saying. I just entered a
Man.
trance, and that's what came out. And
Yeah.
really, I think that's what makes this track so good.
It's
that
powerful.
It's almost good enough for the album.
And we'll give you one more teaser, because you guys will never hear this full track because it's not on the albums.
No.
But this is how the outro went on our unreleased track.
This song is dedicated to everyone who thinks, but then also thinks, yeah. You're not alone. We wrote this for you. Yeah. Just vibed it.
Wow.
And really, that's just the motto for the whole recording session. Just vibed it.
I think that's going to be a hit. Too bad no one will ever hear it.
Luke, your girlfriend Emily is having trouble quitting the gym.
Yeah, she doesn't like confrontation. And there's been, I think she's gone to quit now 2 or 3 times and has backed out. I think one
Wait,
time.
she's gone in person to the gym to
Yeah.
quit, and then just done a workout
and then
instead?
just left.
But has she even gone into the building?
No, just gone to the car park. All right, that's close enough for today. We'll try again tomorrow.
I mean, at least she's trying. She's acting
Well, she's
like
not
it's,
really.
She's acting like she's gonna have to go through like a physical challenge or
Oh,
a
but
fist
like,
fight or
I
something.
think one of the times was like, I almost drove there and then I just turned around on the way and stuff like that. Like, she just
Right.
doesn't want to have the conversation because she knows that they're going to try and convince her to stay, as
but it's
you
not
would.
like they're gonna cry and try to emotionally manipulate her.
Well, that's the thing. I was like, they can't legally, like, you finish your contract, they can't legally force you to stay. Just be like, no, just be firm, I'm quitting.
Yeah.
And she's like, nah, but it's so awkward. It's like, it's not. It's Anytime Fitness. They're a huge chain. Just quit.
Well, at least you know that you two will be together forever.
What do you mean?
Well, she'll never dump you.
Yeah, that's true. She won't be able to. She'll go to dump me and then just drive away.
Well, what we did earlier today to help Emily out is we decided to get someone from the office to call her, pretending to be from her gym, to see if we could give her the opportunity to cancel over the phone and even try and upsell her into a longer
Yeah.
contract to see if she'd say no.
So we thought, look, if she's not going to go to the gym and quit, let's put it right in front of her. She gets a call from Anytime Fitness, who is actually our, who is Diana from work, right? So
Yeah.
is it Diana?
Diana.
Diana.
Yeah.
I knew I was pronouncing your name wrong before the show, and then I had to say it on air then,
She's
and I was
laughing
so
at you, mate.
embarrassed.
All you had to
Now
do was
she's laughing.
All you had to do was wait until we played it. She would have said her own name, and you could have let that one slide. Now she's going to remember that forever.
I'm going to quit the show. No, I'm not. I'm just going to drive away.
Well, anyway, this is how the prank call with Emily went.
Hello?
Hi, this is Diana from Anytime Fitness Eltham. Am I speaking with Emily?
You are, yeah.
Hi, it's from my understanding that you actually have a membership with us. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Awesome. We're actually got a great offer at the moment. We've got 50% off for another 12 months. Is that something you'd be interested in getting on board with?
Probably not at the moment, thank you though.
Okay, just out of interest, is there any feedback on how we could make you visit the gym more often?
Find my motivation for me.
Okay, awesome. Well, I mean, the last thing we'd want is a cancellation.
Are you sure you don't want to cancel?
Cancel?
Yeah.
You don't want to
That's
cancel your
not
gym
funny.
membership, Emily?
It is funny because you need to quit.
We tried to give you the opportunity to quit the gym, and you just
All
just
right.
rolled over and let them try and sign you up again.
I said no to signing up though, I just didn't say
Yeah, you said no the first time. We were like, this is good. She's on here. And then we gave you an opportunity to quit. And you didn't take it. All right, what about you practice on Diana, who's not from Anytime Fitness? She just helps with our show. Emily, you try and quit to Diana.
I can't.
You can't
This
even
is a
quit.
role play.
Sounds really nice.
It's not about the person. It's about you wasting your money.
I have to quit the gym.
You do.
You do.
So let's
No, I just
practice
said it.
now.
That's me practicing.
Okay, go now.
I'm quitting the gym.
No, say hi, Deanna. So you're calling, all right? Hi, Deanna. This is
Hi,
Emily.
Deanna. My name's Emily. I'm a member there. Can I please quit your gym?
I really hope
What's your
you.
reason for quitting?
Pardon?
What's your reason for quitting?
I don't like it.
Would you really say that?
Yes, I'm going to say that.
Because we're trying to save you money. I'm doing you
I
a
can't
favour.
even
You can
go in-
call
You can
them.
do it over the phone.
No, they don't. They don't answer their phone.
Well, yeah, okay. Well, they're Anytime Fitness. They should answer it all the time.
Well, she didn't do very well, Luke, but you know, whoever did that prank call, Diana or Dino or whatever her name was, did a really good job there.
Now, do you know Diana's name? Diana. Oh, you know what's the annoying part is I said your name twice in that call, and then I come in here and I can't speak.
Well, it got us thinking, guys, what can't you quit? Give us a call on 131060. What can you just not quit, even though you know you need to do it? If it's an easy thing, give us a call. We'll try and give you some confidence. 131060, what are you having trouble quitting? You're trying to quit looking at
Sorry,
beautiful
Bing,
women.
do you
then.
always answer a phone like that? Hey, this is Bang speaking. Is that the way you like to do it?
Indeed, I have to make sure you know exactly who you're speaking to.
Hey, man, it was clear, it was concise. I loved it. So yeah, I'm sure you're looking at beautiful women in a loving, nurturing way because obviously we all love women. Is that
100%. You see, like I was driving, going home right now.
Yeah.
I pulled over. I called my doctor, and she goes, at the back of my neck, I get like some kind of tingling when I see a beautiful woman.
Right.
So I called my doctor. Then my doctor said, "Hey, mama, you need a brace because you're whiplash."
Look, it's not what we thought we were going to get. But
Well, hey, thanks for calling anyway, Beng. Do you have any tips for Beng, Luke?
I think you should definitely quit looking at it.
I think that's a pretty good call. Someone else who's trying to quit something is our video guy, Todd.
Tripod Todd.
Welcome to the show.
Hey, thank you.
Yeah, you're very welcome.
He knows his way around a tripod. And so what are you trying to quit? You haven't brought this up to us.
Yeah, so I'm trying to quit. I can't quit lowballing people on Facebook Marketplace.
Oh, you're the
Oh,
worst.
you were telling me about
Yeah.
this the other night. He has an addiction to ripping people off.
I think-
I don't know if I should say this on air, but do you know, like, Todd's been doing, like, buy, swap, and sell deals, like, down in the supermarket downstairs, like, once a week? He sold a laptop for $500 before the show last night.
Was that last night? I knew you've been doing this marketplace stuff. Dude, one time I
He
went...
goes, I'm just going to duck down and, like, make $500. Like, he makes more money downstairs than he does doing this show.
One time I went to a hotel. Todd was driving me home. I went to a hotel with him. And then he was like, oh, hang on, we're just going to stop at this hotel. And we met this shady-ass guy who just had... He had like 500 pairs of headphones in a hotel room.
You were the
He didn't-
sketchiest guy I know.
He didn't live there. And then Todd bought some headphones. And then the guy looks at me and goes, hey, man, do you need some headphones? I'm like, I don't know if this is an analogy for something, so I'm just going to say no.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you need to quit this marketplace
Dude, I think
stuff.
you need to quit just
and do need to
general
quit it.
trading.
I think so, yeah.
And
Good
what do
idea.
you mean you're lowballing people? Like you're
Oh,
just
like-
offering insanely rude
Oh, like
offers.
they'll want 900 for a camera, I'll offer them 500.
Oh, yeah, so like 50% of the value.
And does that pay off for you?
Well, I've got the camera, don't I?
Well, good on you, mate. So now, currently, it's time for
Whoa, stop, don't play the opener. Say now properly.
this. Now, it's time for this.
She sounds like Jim.
She sounds like Stacy.
He might be Dave.
She might be Jane.
We'll guess your name. We'll guess your name.
13 10 60. The name game.
That's right, guys. We're playing the name game. We're playing it now, actually. How was that?
Great.
Yeah, you're welcome,
Nailed
man.
it.
We're
Right
playing the
then
name
and
game.
now.
We haven't played this for a couple of weeks, guys. It's basically where we're going to get callers up. We're not going to know their names, and we're going to just ask them 3 questions to vibe out their personality to see if we can prove the theory right that just certain names have personalities
Yes.
attached to them.
And this is quite a big day for the name game. It's the return of the name game.
Yes.
We've been on name game hiatus because 3 weeks ago, Lewis, believe it or not, you're probably thinking this sounds really hard to just guess someone's name on the phone.
Well, that's what we thought.
Lewis 3 weeks ago guessed someone's name. Oh look, this was a fluke. This is how it went down.
Is your name Daniel?
Oh, you kidding me? You got it.
Whoa!
So that's what happened. It was like the second time we played the game.
Third.
The third time we played the game, and then we thought that was a fluke, so I just guaranteed I was going to get it next week. Obviously, that wouldn't happen, but then, well, it happened. Caller 2, is your name Michael?
I can't believe it, boys.
Oh, no! No, it's not.
It's Michael.
Oh! Ladies and gentlemen, today we attempt the trifecta.
Yep, we're going for a hat trick. We're going to get 3 names in a row. So 13, 10, 60, give us a call if you have a name. We'll ask you 3 questions, and we're going to guess it.
Don't guarantee, not guarantee it.
Okay, it might happen.
Nah.
It's not going to, I guarantee that it won't happen.
Well, don't guarantee it won't. Then
Okay, well then, what, you just want to make a call?
keep it up in the air.
So we're doing this.
He sounds like Jim.
She sounds like Stacy.
He might be Dave.
She might be Jane.
We'll guess your name. We'll guess your name.
13 10 60. The name game.
That's right, we're playing the name game where we get a caller up. We do not know their name, but we're going to ask them 3 questions about their personality to see if we can prove the theory that names have certain personalities attached to them. So far, we've only played this game a few times. We thought it would be really hard, but we've gotten it twice in a row.
Yes.
And then we had a 3-week hiatus.
We
but
just
now we're
needed to
back.
cool off. If you win twice in a row, it's too much of a good thing, and you take 3 weeks off, and you come back to it fresh, and we're ready to go again, and we're going for the 3 in a row, the hat trick.
Yes.
I don't think it's possible, but
We'll
I
see.
guess we'll go.
Caller 1, welcome to the show. Do not say your name.
Hello.
Ooh.
You can say words, just not your name.
Great.
Oh, have we got a faulty phone line here? This will make the game even harder.
Let's do
Good.
let's do a bit of a test. She sells seashells by the seashore, if we could, just to test the line.
She sells seashells by the seashore.
Seesh.
I'm not sure if you know what. I realized that was a bad test of the line because it's already
Was that
a difficult
because
thing
she's
to say.
got a bad phone, or because she couldn't say the tongue twister?
She's good phone. All right.
Okay.
So we're looking at female,
Yes.
judging by the sound of the voice. So that narrows down 50%. So we're already
You'd
off
hope
to
so
a
for
flyer.
their sake.
And we have 3 questions. Can I start us off, Lewis?
Yes, go for it.
Caller 1 is do you have a name? No, sorry. Start again. I'm panicking.
You're
Sorry,
nervous.
I am nervous. Do you share a name with any of the Friends characters on the sitcom?
No.
So that would have been great because now, look, we have cancelled out Chandler, Ross, Rachel, and Joey.
I mean,
and Monica.
If you got really lucky, that would have eliminated like 10,000 names.
Yeah.
But now you've only eliminated like 5.
It was a gamble.
So
And it
hasn't
didn't
really
pay
paid off. Like, shall I take the next
You
one?
take the next one.
Okay, caller 1. Do you have 2 of the same letter in your name?
No.
No.
Okay, so it's not Matt with a double T. It's also not Michelle with a double L.
Yes.
Okay.
I can't
Or
think of any
Sarah with a
names.
double H, which not often spelt like that.
No.
2 silent H's would be out of place.
Do you want to do the next question?
Okay, so we haven't really learnt much about her personality yet.
That's true.
Do you want to shoot for a personality-based one? I've got one.
I don't have one. I've got.
We've been focusing too much on the name. Let's try and get a vibe of caller 1.
Yeah, let's vibe out.
Caller 1, cats or dogs?
Dogs. 100%.
Right.
Not sure if that helped too much, but it's
100%
great to know.
dogs. No, I think the dog
Okay.
lady. I like it.
Okay. Well, my girlfriend is a cat person, so it's we can rule out Emily. That's her
Yeah,
name.
so we're just fading down. We're just putting the caller on hold just so,
So
we can
let's
deliberate about the
deliberate.
name. See, now, if it was a cat person, you know, you could
Mike,
be guessing
can we
Cheryl.
Can we get some suspense here just to set the mood? Great.
Yeah, it's great.
Because we are going for 3 in a row here.
Yeah.
What are you feeling?
Well, if it was a cat person, you could go for Cheryl, Sharon, so it's probably not one of those.
No.
I'm-
I think Kelly would own a dog.
Kelly would own a dog. Kelly would own
You
a
could
dog.
see Kelly out there in the park walking the dog. How
Yeah.
you going, Kelly?
Yeah.
How's
Good, I'm-
Patches?
Good, I'm just walking the dog.
Yeah. Oh, he did a poop. Clean it up, Kelly.
All right.
Stuff like that.
I will do that because my name's Kelly.
Yeah.
You know
such
what?
a Kelly thing to do.
I think Kelly. Should we lock it in?
It also feels like a pretty Melissa thing to do as well, though.
It is
Sorry
very-
to throw another one in the
I
works.
know.
but-
I knew a Melissa in high school didn't have a dog. She
Yep.
did like gymnastics though.
All right, I'm
if
feeling
that's relevant.
Kelly.
All right, let's lock in Kelly. Caller 1, welcome back. Is your name Kelly?
Really? No.
I got really
You got
excited
us
there
going.
for a moment.
What's your name?
My name is Jasmine.
Jasmine. Ah, do you know Jasmine with a dog?
Yeah. No, my girlfriend's name's Jasmine. She doesn't have a dog, so
Does
that's
she have
throwing
any
me off.
pets?
No.
Nah, it's just so it's, I guess, yeah, doesn't really help us. Well, thanks very much for playing, Jasmine. I guess you've won.
Yeah,
Jasmine's
you've won. Yeah,
Luke
we've
and Lewis
lost.
0.
I mean, it's good to finally get a loss in the bag, really. It's very humbling.
Yeah, it is humbling, and it's back to square one now. We're
Yep.
no longer on a win streak, but
All right.
look forward to playing again next week.
So that brings us to the end of the show. Now, guys, throughout the show, you might have been listening to our button pusher, Radio Mike, just laughing, listening along, enjoying it, but he doesn't really say much, and that's how me and Luke like it, really. Just Mike being silent.
It's we feel that improves the show.
Yeah.
And he's the only other person here in the studio with us, and I guess he watches the whole show from ground zero. So we thought we'd give him a chance now at the end of the show to do a very short segment called Mike's
Very
Rap.
short, incredibly short. I mean, it's almost midnight. Most people are falling asleep already, so while people are starting to tune out, we thought we'd give the
not
floor
even
to
that.
Mike.
If you feel like you got to head off to bed before midnight, don't
Go
wait around
now.
for this.
You know,
Just tune out
see
now.
you later, guys. That's the end.
But
And,
if you do want to hear Mike's thoughts on the show, then begrudgingly, turn up your radios and let's do it.
So, Radio Mike, you've got the
Yes.
floor. Just know that our reputation is now in your hands.
Good luck.
I think there's a recurring
Huge mistake already.
I think there's a recurring theme on this show that I make a lot of mistakes and
Because you do.
I hinder the performance.
Is that a theme or the reality?
No, I think it's just this misconception by the public that's
Hey,
totally
Mike,
totally
hard to ignore facts.
Just to stop you, you say misconception.
Yes.
How many seconds of silence went to air?
Well, it's funny
Just
you
23
mention that,
seconds.
Lewis, because I wanted to apologise in case anyone in their cars were listening to this, which happened about an hour ago.
Luke and Lewis on 1019 The Fox.
Another song was supposed to play here.
Was this? So there was just silence.
There was about 20 seconds of silence, which I'm really sorry for, and that's a one-off. It's not going to happen
No, it's
again.
not.
It's
You've
not.
done that before. That's like the 5th time you've done
Well, I
that
don't-
exact thing.
I don't remember it happening any other time, so I'm just I'm apologising for this one-off.
All
and
right.
that's Mike's rap for another day.
Is that your catchphrase? I hate it.
Thanks for letting me on the show.
Thank you very much, mate.
We'll
I-
reconsider that tomorrow.
Yeah, I look forward to every other apology that you make. So that's the end of the show, guys. Thank you very much for listening. If you want to check us out on social media, we've got Instagram and Facebook. We're posting up videos multiple times a week of what happens in the show and outside the studio.
And if you miss anything from the show, always catch up on the podcast on iTunes at Luke and Lewis. Thanks for tuning in.
It's Luke and Lewis on the Fox. We'll talk to you tomorrow.